apart the dashboard. Are you scared?
I'm not really scared about it.
No, he's a bit nervous.
Oh, this is super bright.
You nervous?
Oh, that actually looks super cool.
You're cool.
Whoa. No, I'm not nervous. So today we get to take apart the dashboard. As of right now, it's not really blowing air whenever you turn it on. So we're gonna see if maybe the blower motor's out or if the switch is out that controls the blower motor. So we've got no idea what we're getting into. We know that it's super dirty looking in there. So I'm not sure if this thing is even gonna work or not.
Maybe it's just dirt bag in there, or what's your head? That would be really hot on your head. Maybe it's just really dirty in there, and there's like a pipe that's clogged, or maybe something's come loose and it just needs to be tightened. So we'll dig into it and kind of see whether this heater is worth keeping or we need to replace it.
Yeah, so to start off, there's a ton of screws on top. Basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna unscrew all the ones that are visible and see if it comes apart.
Yeah.
Hopefully it does, and hopefully there's not too many hidden screws like the one hidden screw that's down here that hopefully we'll be able to unearth so that we can get this one part off and finish getting the floor prepped for the wood and insulation. Yeah. All right, let's get to it. So we've taken out quite a few screws and we've determined that
this is special.
This is super special. We can't pull the heater out without
taking the coolant lines off, which makes sense. It's attached to the coolant lines, but what we were hoping was that we could wiggle out the heater enough that we could pop off the top of it and simply just look inside and see what was wrong with it.
Yeah.
But that's not a thing. So our next move is to take the coolant lines off, which we know is going to be a gross mess, and then inspect the heater.
Yeah, so we got a couple options because they're rubber hoses. We can pitch them off with some like clamps or whatever. So we're gonna try that, and we're gonna do one at a time and then try to hold it up so we don't lose a ton of the coolant. So we're not sure how this is gonna go. Never done it before. So let's see. Because the point is that we want to make sure or see if the blower is just like not spinning at all because it's not pushing air. So it's just what we have to do. So
we may need a new one. Which,
there's some rust around it.
In that case, it makes sense that we just pull the darn thing out.
Yeah.
Anyways, so here we go.
We shall see.
This is the coolant line that's cut. Dripping into that bucket, and then Brian just undid the other coolant line right here, and then we're gonna pull it out. It's nasty. Yeah, come on, muscles. You got this, muscles.
Maybe
for all the people with muscles out there.
Yeah, we're gonna cut it.
Cut it. And the dripping begins. Cool Whip, do your job.
Only Cool Whip can do his job.
But who cares? We can clean this spot afterwards. Just try not to like splash it all over me when you pull it out.
Come on.
this camera for a second.
Holy smokes, this is super nasty. Look at all these years of just grime all over it. 22 years. So we took off 3 different types of bolts or screws. One was a wood screw, another was a metal screw, and another was a hex screw. So this thing has been taken apart before, and based on the amount of rust that's back here, this heater has leaked substantially. So we're gonna take it apart and see if the blower motor's working. If not, so this is our inaugural takeoff. Let's see what's in here.
Looks like a heater.
Looks like a heater. There are the components. So this thing right away is really nasty looking. Let's inspect the fins in here. The fins don't look broken on that one. Clothing tag, found one of those.
Maybe it's a blower motor problem.
Fins don't look broken on that one.
We're gonna try to turn the bus on and see if the, what is it called? The fans or fins?
Blower motors.
If the blower motors work.
Yes!
Yeah!
First sign. First good sign. And the low air alarm is going to stay on because the air tanks are empty. Yes!
Yeah!
Hold on, hold on.
Coolant?
Coolant's going like crazy.
Fucking coolant.
Yeah, turn it on, wait until all the lights go on.
Can I do it now? First time I've ever done this. It turns out the coolant lines were actually on, so let's try this again. Did we break our bus?
Did we break our bus? No, I think it's been sitting too long and we haven't charged the battery by having it on. And the batteries may be too old also, because whenever we bought it, Tony was like, I've got no idea what year these batteries are. So we may have to go buy new batteries for the bus. But something to note, check this out. Whenever I turn it on, it does have enough juice to run one blower, but this blower's not turning on.
Oh, I feel it.
So that one works, but this
side.
left one does not. You could look in there and you see it's not turning.
Yeah.
So the left one's not turning on for some reason. And so the next step is, because we know that one's working, we can switch the wires on the 2 motors to see if this motor's working. And if this motor's working, that means that there's something happening either with the switch or with one of the wires between the switch and this. So let's check that out. There we go. So this one works, so we're gonna put it on this one and see if that one starts now. All right, it's a switch problem.
Put your glasses back on.
Whew. That fucking blasted me in the face.
You cool?
I'm cool.
He's going.
That blows hard.
Yeah.
Okay,
one's a
So both of them blow very hard.
We did some testing for the wires, and we came to the conclusion that we think it is the switch that's giving us problems. So we just finished rewiring the switch.
And none of them work now.
Hi! Let's see if we can salvage this dirty old heater or defroster. I think it's just a defroster. We got the motors to run on both of the fans. We were having trouble with that. So now that we got them both to run, what we did was split the electricity, and we'll go in a little more depth when we fix it. So stay tuned for that. But today my project is cleaning this thing, giving it a really good clean, and then navigating to see, you know, how's the coil still working. So that's what I'm up to. Check this dirty old beast out. Already cleaned a little bit of it, so it looks a little better than it did, but it's still pretty nasty. Job. I'm wearing a respirator, and I may put on glasses to protect my eyes. See how much dirt we kick up here. Not sponsored by Cool Whip, but if Cool Whip wants to sponsor us, just give us a ring ding or send us an email.
In order to complete the circuit. Let's go do that.
Ha!